Okay, so you want to know how to draw anatomy. Well, if you're new to drawing, then you are in for quite a ride because there is a lot to go over. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's super fun, but yeah, there's definitely some stuff to go over. I would say the biggest thing that you want to do first is gesture drawing. And gesture drawing is basically understanding how the body moves in an overall general kind of way. Like, you know how there are bumps and curves and all these muscles and things like that, but gesture drawing helps you understand the direction that things generally tend to move. And there's a right and wrong, well, it's art, so there's not necessarily a right and wrong way to do it, but there's an efficient way to do it. And I will probably be making videos about that in the future. But generally speaking, you just want to simplify what it is that the figure is doing and basically build up your intuition of exactly how the body looks and how it moves. So that is the first thing that I would recommend. The second thing I would recommend to get better at anatomy is to understand the rules of the limbs. You're probably thinking, what in the world are the rules of the limbs? The rules of the limbs are essentially how the limbs are structured. So, legs have a very specific way that they're designed, and it doesn't matter what style they're in or who's drawing them, whether it's like a Dexter's laboratory style or it's like a realistic painter or it's in an anime style. Like, the limbs just look a certain way, and if you don't follow those rules, it's gonna look weird, it's gonna look off, and it's just not gonna look right. It's just not gonna look right. So you gotta learn the rules of the limbs. So you're probably wondering, well, how exactly can I learn these rules of the limbs? Where do I find these rules of the limbs? Well, I'm glad you asked. I actually made a video on it. So I made a video on the legs and the arms. Actually, I think I made that like I'll put a link to it either in the description or at the end of this video. But those those two videos, they tell you the rules of the limbs, and I'm getting around to making a video on the head and the torso, because I would actually say that the torso is far more important than the limbs, because if you don't have a good torso, your anatomy is done. It's actually done. So definitely definitely understand the limbs, but more importantly, understand the torso. The torso is so important, and I myself am still studying it. So yeah, it's definitely something that you want to do, and if you want to increase your understanding of anatomy, learn how to draw the torso. The torso can be broken down many different ways. It can be broken down into boxes. It can be broken down into beans or balls. It can be broken down into, I've seen stick figures. The thing about art is that there's not really a right or wrong way to do it. It's just that it has to be a way that makes sense to you, because you're the one drawing it. What works for me may not necessarily work for you, and what works for you may not necessarily work for me. However, the body is still the body, and it's still, well, if you're going for a human look, there are certain things that you need to just know how it works. That I lost track. You need to know how things work. So study anatomy. Uh, there are videos on it. I have a few, and also study the limbs. Another thing that helps, which is a weird one, is obsession. But I think that applies to like everything, really. Like if there's something like a craft, even if, let's put aside art for a second, if it's guitar or if it's, what else exists? Why am I blanking right now? Sure, let's just put guitar there. Guitar. If you want to understand and master guitar and you're a complete beginner, in order for you to get decent, you gotta be obsessed. Like, it's not something that you can just like casually do maybe here or there. I'll practice for like 5 minutes a day. No. You gotta be like in it. Like, you gotta be staying up late. You gotta be obsessed with chord progressions. You gotta be obsessed with your knowing exactly what every note is. You gotta be obsessed with music theory and all this stuff. And the thing is, you don't have to force yourself to do that, because when you want to do something, you're automatically going to be obsessed with it. So for me, like every day, every morning when I get up and go brush my teeth, that's an anatomy study session. Like every day in the mirror as I'm brushing my teeth, I am studying my body. I've been doing this for the past, I don't know how many days, but years. I've been doing that for years, and I can't help it because I want to thoroughly understand. So like, that's the first step to understanding. The first step to understanding anything is to want to understand. Once you have like that obsessive want to understand something, you'll get there. You will find a way to understand. So let's see, that was what, tip 3? Tip 1 was figure drawing. Tip 2 was learning the rules of the limbs. And like tip 2.5 was learning how to draw the torso. Tip 3 was obsession. Tip 4, I would say, is to learn how to draw shapes. I know you probably heard this 1,000,001 times. Draw your boxes, draw your cylinders, draw your cones, draw your dodecahedrons. They probably don't say that, but you get the point. If you know how to draw basic shapes, then it helps and it translates to you being able to draw anatomy. Because anatomy can, I'll say sort of be reduced to basic shapes. I know many people say, oh, the limbs are just like cylinders and things like that. It's not. It's really, really not. Like, it's so altered that if you just try to make your body with just cylinders and balls and cubes or rectangles and boxes, it's not gonna look right. It's not gonna look right. Like, maybe you'll have the proportions of a human, but I would say they're modified simple shapes. And there's a great degree of modification to these body parts. So again, if you want to know those modifications, check out my 2 videos that I did. I actually simplified them using pixel art because in order to thoroughly understand something, you want to see it in its most simple form. If I were to teach that video using a regular marker or pen or figure drawing like I'm doing right now in this video as you're watching, it wouldn't be the same. You'd get distracted by all the minimal curves and things like that. But if you see the way in which I explained it, just go watch the video. Just go watch the video if you want to understand how to draw your limbs. I go so in depth with everything, and I don't even understand why no one else has gone that far in depth, but it was driving me nuts. And it's just a culmination of everything that I've observed, and I have a very, very keen eye when it comes to this stuff. So save yourself the headache, save yourself the years of trying to understand why things look the way they look or what they even look like. Just go watch it. Just go watch it. I don't even know why I'm making this video. It's really just, I guess, is this video just best as a stepping stone for those other 2 videos? Whatever. It's 5 tips. 5 tips to get better at anatomy, and those 2 videos definitely help. But let's see. So tip 1 was figure drawing. Tip 2 was write the rules of the limbs. Tip 3 was obsession. Tip 4 was basic shapes. And then tip 5 is honestly time. Like, with drawing or anything worth doing, any kind of craft, you're gonna need time. There's no way around that. You just gotta get the reps in. You gotta start filling up your sketchbook, filling up your tablet, observe like crazy, spend a crazy amount of time observing, spend a crazy amount of time drawing, and not just drawing it. Oh, bonus tip. If you can, not if you can, you can proof your work. And what do I mean by proof your work? I mean to draw something, like let's say you have it, you're drawing from a photo or from, preferably from a photo, I guess. That's the only way this could work. If you're drawing from a photo, after you're done drawing from that photo, layer that photo either on top or under, reduce its opacity, make it a little transparent, and see where it is you went wrong. See exactly where it is you went wrong, because many times we'll make the same mistake and we can be making it for years. And if you don't do this, if you don't actually proof your work, then you'll continue to make that mistake over and over and over again. And you're going to wonder to yourself, why is this not looking right? It's because you keep making the same exact mistake. So like for me, like we all have our own tendencies or habits, but for me personally, I have a habit where I tend to draw my limbs too thick. I just draw them too thick, too big. It's like if I see any semblance of thickness or muscle, it's like, oh, I guess I just have to exaggerate this. And it'll look fine to me initially. But then when I go ahead and check my work by like putting it over the actual reference image, I'll find that these legs are like 3 times the size of the actual reference photo. Okay, maybe not 3 times the size, but you get my point. Like it's a habit that I have or that I tend to do. And if I didn't go back and check my work, then I wouldn't be aware of it. I wouldn't know that I do it. So now whenever I draw legs, actually in the first drawing that I did here, the legs that I drew, whenever I draw legs, I now have to make a point to say, whenever I'm drawing legs, to make them too slim, because my definition of too slim is actually just right in real life. So it's different for everyone. For me, I might draw limbs too thick. For you, you might draw your limbs too long. You might draw your head too small. You might draw your head too big. There's no way for you to know that unless you proof your work. So if you're working traditionally, use tracing paper and draw on tracing paper and then put that over your reference. If you're working digitally, you have a way bigger advantage because you can literally download the photo and then put that underneath your digital drawing and do that. But that is by far the best way, absolute best way to fast track, to basically get a shortcut to getting better, to just proof your work, like draw from a reference, then put that drawing over or under the reference to see exactly how it lines up. And then after that, draw it again now with knowing exactly what your habit tends to be, and then mindfully do that, and then you just keep correcting until it looks better, until it looks right. So that's what that is. Those are the tips that I have for you. I actually gave you a bonus tip, but that's essentially what it is. That's essentially how you get better at drawing anatomy. The last one, the tracing, I wish someone had told me about that a lot earlier. I will say that I wish someone had told me about that a lot earlier, but I'm telling you, so you don't have an excuse now if you watch this video about not doing the tracing thing. Oh, it could also help to trace directly over it. It's a little, actually, I'm a little iffy on that one because I don't feel like you learn much if you're just tracing, because your mind isn't really doing any work. You're just going over what it is you see. But if you're drawing what you see, like separately from observation, that's a different story because your mind is actually working. Tracing is just like, oh, okay, well, you're tracing. But hey, I've heard of some people who have traced and that's how they learn how to draw. It's very few and far in between, and if you're one of those people, cool, great. But I recommend doing it from observation, checking your work, and then coming back. All right, so those are the tips that I have, and I'm still drawing in this video. Oh, okay, actually I'm about wrapping up. So again, thanks for watching. Check out the 2 videos, and I will see you when I see you.